Hello. On behalf of Matty T, Matt Tucciarelli, Luis Landeros, and myself, Scotty B. Merker, let me officially welcome you to the Grading Greatness team and let you know how excited we are to have you on this team. This series of videos is designed to help you get your business started and up and running as fast as possible so that you can have whatever level of success that you choose that you want to have within your business with Gano Life. We're truly excited to have you on the team, and I'm going to share a few things on this very first video that literally will encapsulate every single thing that you need to do to be successful at the highest level within this business. First thing I want to share with you is that this is a simple, easy, and fun business. We've got a business plan called the Coffee and Cash Plan. For those of you in Spanish, Cafe y Dinero. Simple, easy, fun. There's 3 simple steps. 1 is you drink the coffee. Number 2 is you share the coffee. And number 3 is you teach others to do the same, to drink and share the coffee. That is our business plan. And if you've got industry experience, one of the things you're going to have to do is throw out a lot of the things that you've learned in the past. Because we've tried to use a lot of the traditional methods within this business, and what we found is that they hinder your growth. They slow down the process. And everything that we've designed in this plan has been designed to go as fast as you possibly can and maximize the effectiveness of the time that you do put in, create the greatest efficiencies, and more importantly, create the greatest ability to duplicate. Now, this very first video is just going to be the essence of the overall plan. But literally, if you just did what I shared with you in this first part of the video, you would never have to learn anything else. There will be some additional videos that support what I shared during this first video, but they aren't near as necessary as this very first part of the video. Matter of fact, this very first video that you're watching right here is the one that is the absolute most important, because it's going to be the simplest of every one that I talk about, and it truly is the key. The reason that our team has grown faster than any team in the history of this company is really very simple. And I'm talking about on a global perspective, into more countries, more people, faster than any other team in this company. It's very simple. It is because the way that we have figured out how to do this business transcends different cultures. It transcends languages. It transcends socioeconomic systems. It transcends different levels of education. It transcends political lines. I mean, there's nothing that stands in the way of this being something that transfers from one to the next, to the next, to the next. So whether it's a construction worker who works super hard all day in horrendous conditions, from freezing weather to blazing hot summers, who then shares the business with a senior vice president of a company, who then in turn shares it with a housewife who has probably one of the hardest jobs in the world, raising children and taking care of a home, but's never really had business experience, who then in turn turns around and shares it with a friend who's an attorney. And that attorney then shares it with his or her son, who is a college student at a university. So you see what I'm talking about is, it doesn't matter who somebody is, where they're from, what their background is or not, if they will follow this plan, they will have the most success the fastest. And it's kind of interesting because you could literally teach a 6-year-old kid how to effectively do this business with this plan. So let's jump in real quick and talk about this. Everything in this business starts when you approach a brand new person. You approach a brand new person for this business. We have something called the 4-step success system that you'll hear about a little bit later: approach, expose, validate, and enroll. And that's the process we use of how we approach somebody, what we share with them, how we answer their questions, and finally enroll them as a customer or as an affiliate in the business. The Coffee and Cash Plan, with the 3 simple steps of drink the coffee, share the coffee, teach others to do the same, is our core plan. And I want to dive into this really quick. So here's where it goes. Drink the coffee. What does that mean? It's pretty simple. That means that you drink the coffee. That means that you're a product of the product. Now, my personal suggestion, it's just my belief in this industry, is that you should try every single product that we have. Try every single one of the products, and you determine which ones you like the best, which ones you like. If there's some you don't like, don't use them. But just because you don't like it doesn't mean somebody else may not like it. So what I suggest to everybody is everybody try all the products that we have, and then it's your decision. Which ones do you want to use on a day-to-day basis? Some you may use every few days. Some you may use a couple times a month. But use as many products as you possibly can, but only use the ones that you truly like. So that's drink the coffee. Of course, coffee is kind of the mainstay of everything that we do. We're more, again, a dermalucidum company than anything, but coffee is that, it's that knocking door product. When you contact somebody and say, hey, I've started a new coffee business, I'd love to share my coffee with you. Let's get together and have a cup of coffee. Who says no to a cup of coffee, right? Friends, family, neighbors, people you work with. And nobody says no to a cup of coffee. Look at coffee shops all around the world. They're filled with people from the time they open to the time they close, 7 days a week. So drink the coffee is simple. That just means be a product of the product. So use the products that you like. If there's one you don't like, if there's a couple you don't like, you don't feel forced to use them. You don't have to. Use the ones that you like. So enough said about drink the coffee, step number 1. Step number 2, share the coffee. What does that mean? Exactly what it says. You share a cup of coffee with somebody and you let them see the presentation. Now let's talk about this real quick. You know, in some countries, the United States, Japan, Germany, some of the more advanced countries that have network marketing, it seems like there's a company starting every single day, literally. In some other countries, you don't see as many new companies that are getting started, but either way, network marketing is growing. It's flourishing as an industry. It's in the momentum window of that 4-quadrant graph as an industry itself. So, many people are being contacted by many more people about many more opportunities. And guess what 99% of them are saying when they call? They're calling their friend, their family member, their neighbor, their business associate, somebody from church, and you know what they're saying? They're saying, hey, are you keeping your business options open? Are you looking for a way to make more money? Do you need to make more money? Have you ever considered diversifying? Do you currently diversify and generate multiple income streams? All the traditional things that people say about network marketing when they're approaching people to then expose them to their product and their business opportunity. So guess what we learned works the absolute best? And again, if your vision is to build a global business, which is a marketplace of 8 billion people versus just your country or your region of the world, then here's what we found works best. If I'm contacting you and you're somebody that I know, which is where we all start with people that we know, here's what I do. I call you up. Doesn't matter who you are. I say, hey, this is Scott. How you doing? You got a minute? Yeah? Listen, I'm really excited about something. What's that, Scott? Well, I just recently started a coffee business. Really? You started a coffee business? How'd you do that? Is it a cafe? What is it? What kind of coffee? Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'd love to get together with you and try and share a cup of coffee and let you try my coffee. Well, did you open a cafe? Hey, I'll tell you everything. Let's get together. Let's share a cup of coffee. I know you're going to love it. It's premium gourmet coffee, and I'll show you everything when we get together. Okay, and then you just schedule the appointment. So you merely call somebody and tell them you're excited because you just started a brand new coffee business, and you want to get together with them. You want to share a cup of coffee. You want to let them try your coffee. They're going to ask you questions. Of course they are. There's somebody who knows you, somebody who probably cares about you a lot, and maybe somebody who loves you very much. So they're going to want to know what you're doing. And that's where you simply segue and say, listen, I'll tell you everything when we get together. Let's get together and spend 20, 30 minutes. Let's share a cup of coffee. I'm so excited for you to try my coffee. You're going to love it. It's premium gourmet coffee. You're absolutely going to love it. So the thing you got to think about is when you're approaching somebody, what is your goal? And your goal is to get an appointment. It's not to tell them anything at all other than to get an appointment. The only thing you tell them is that you started a coffee business, which is always going to bring a question. And then when they ask you that question, no matter what they say, you know, maybe you're right now not in a great financial position. They say, how'd you start a coffee business? Say, I know, kind of laugh and agree. Yeah, I know. You would never think, would you? Let's get together and have a cup of coffee. I'll tell you all about it when we get together. Keep it very conversational. Keep it upbeat. Have a good level of enthusiasm and excitement, but not over the top, not crazy ranting and raving. But just let them know that you're excited because you started a new coffee business and you want to share a cup of coffee with them. And no matter what they say, you push for that appointment. You don't get into any details. Now, here's a couple things I want to share with you. Number one, don't say a word about Ganoderma lucidum. Don't say a word about a mushroom. Don't use the word healthy coffee or enriched coffee. Nothing. It's just coffee. If there's anything you say, it's premium gourmet, and that is it. Nothing else. You don't mention business. You don't mention nothing. Your goal is to get the appointment. Now, the worst thing that could happen is they say, you know what, I don't really like coffee. Say, that's okay. I've got other beverages too. I've got tea. I've got hot chocolate. Do you like chocolate? Do you like tea? And with this, you're going to get 99.9% of all the people. So that's what you do. And that's how you share the coffee on the front end through the approach. Then what do? You go meet with them. And when you go meet with them, guess what you do? You mix up a cup of coffee. Hopefully you bought one of the bigger packages. You have the full assortment so you can offer them what perhaps is maybe their favorite type of coffee. The cappuccino with the caramello, with the vanilla, with the hazelnut. Maybe they like the mocha with the chocolate. Maybe they like a latte with cream and sugar. And maybe they drink their coffee black. So if you have all those products, you have a better chance of having specifically what they like themselves, which puts you in the best position to have them really enjoy the cup of coffee that they would prefer to have. So that's why it's one of the reasons it's so important to get one of the packages so you have the full assortment of coffee. And then when you sit down, what do? You press play on the video. You go to GanoLifeSupport.com and you let them see the opportunity video. It takes 15 or 20 minutes, that's it. At the end, you simply say, hey, are you a 1, 2, or a 3? You saw right there in the video, it asked them, are they a 1, 2, or 3? Do they want to be a consumer, or do they want to be in the business and be an affiliate and start making money in the coffee business with you? That's the question. Now, many people will tell you, hey, I'm a 1, I'm a 2, I'm a 3, I'm none, I don't want to do either. Whatever they say is okay. Whatever they say is what we do. Now, they could say, I have some questions. So what do? Well, we go to step 3 in that 4-step success system we talked about, validate. That's where we call somebody on the phone in our upline and say, hey, I've got my good friend here, I've got my neighbor here, I've got my brother here, I've got my mom, my father here. They got a couple questions. Mom, Dad, this is my business partner. This is my business partner. They're the ones that helped me get started in the business, and they can answer those questions for you. Now, before I went to share the coffee with my mom and dad or my best friend or my neighbor, I called ahead of time and made sure I had somebody lined up to help me with the calls in case the calls came to answer any questions. In many cases, I may even actually have them come with me so they can be right there with me, and we do a 2-on-1 where we meet with them together. But regardless of whether you take off and do it right on your own, always try to have somebody as a backup just in case there's questions. That way you can get the questions answered. You can go ahead and enroll them right there on the spot. So that's how you share the coffee. Now, you may say, well, Scott, what if I don't have internet connection? Guess what? We have the presentation in a booklet, and you can literally just go right through from start to finish, and you can just read right through the presentation. So doing it on the internet is the best way. Soon it'll be on DVD as well, where you can download it, have it on DVD. That's the best way to do it because the video does all the work. But if you had to, literally, you could walk them right through this and just read it from start to finish. That's all you have to do. And people do it all the time. It's effective. It works. And then the third step, step 3, is teach others to do the same. For the people that say they're a 2 or a 3, which means they want to start in the business, guess what we do? We give them a copy of the Coffee and Cash Plan, and we teach them the 3 simple steps. Drink the coffee, share the coffee, teach others to do the same. And so we help them. We help them write at their list. We help them start contacting their most closest contacts to them. And they say, hey, I've just started a coffee business. I'm excited about it. I'd love to get together and share a cup of coffee with you. You're going to love it. It's delicious. It's premium gourmet coffee. What do you mean? Coffee? How do you, what? Hey, I'll tell you everything. When we get together, I'll tell you everything about it. I'm so excited about it. I'm really excited for you to taste a cup of the coffee. You sit down with them, mix a cup of coffee, you drink one with them, press play, watch the video at the end, or you're 1, 2, or 3. You're a 3, great, X-Pack, which one? The 1, 2, or 3. You want the 2? Great, let's enroll you. Now, teach them how to do the same. Make their list, start contacting the people. Hey, I've started a brand new coffee business. I'm excited about it. You, coffee business, how'd you do that? Yeah, hey, I'll tell you everything. I want to get together with you and share a cup of coffee. You're going to love my coffee. It tastes great. I'll tell you everything then. Schedule an appointment, meet with them, mix a cup of coffee, share one with them, press play, watch the video at the end, or you're 1, 2, or 3. If they're 1, great, we'll enroll you as a customer. Hey, by any chance, you know anybody else you think might like to try this product? And boom, you schedule the appointment off of a referral. Or if they say a 2 or 3, guess what you do? Perfect. You enroll them, get them set up, and then you help them make their list, teach them how to contact people just like you contacted them. Hey, I started a brand new coffee business. I'm excited about it. I'd love to get together and share a cup of coffee with you. Coffee business? You don't have any money. You lost your job 6 months ago. How'd you start a coffee business? Hey, I'll tell you everything when we get together. Let's get together and have a cup of coffee. 20, 30 minutes. You're going to be so excited to see what I have. I know you're going to love my coffee. You get together with them, mix a cup of coffee, share the coffee, press play, watch the video. At the end, or you're 1, 2, or 3. 2 or 3, guess what? Enroll them the way they want to be enrolled, and then help them make a list, teach them how to contact people, and say they started a brand new coffee business. I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I'll say the same thing over and over and over. The reason it's simple is only 3 steps. Drink the coffee, share the coffee, teach others to do the same. The reason it's easy, anybody can mix a cup of coffee and press play on a video and say, are you a 1, 2, or 3 at the end of that? Fun? I can tell you, I've done a lot of things in my life, probably like you have as well. But there's nothing that compares to drinking coffee with people all day long and getting paid to do it. It truly is fun. So that is the essence of the Coffee and Cash Plan. You're technically now trained. I know it may be hard to believe. You really don't need to know anything else, but we're going to give you some additional training for those of you that want to dive in. And some people just crave more depth. But you could literally take just what I said right here and go build a dynasty all around the world. I can drop you in any place in the world that we do business, even if you didn't speak the language, and you could figure a way to find out if somebody likes coffee, get them to try your coffee, watch a little video in any language, and at the end say, are you 1, 2, or 3, or uno, dos, tres. It really is that simple. So once again, welcome to the Creating Greatness team. We're going to be sharing a lot more with you about what our team is all about all around the world, but the main thing is getting you off to a fast start. So thanks for joining the team. Look forward to meeting you very, very soon and to helping you build a business all around the world so that literally 24 hours a day, somebody's waking up in the morning drinking coffee and you're getting paid, even if it's the middle of the night and you're sleeping, which, by the way, a great way to get paid is while you're sleeping. Look forward to meeting you. Have a great day.